I don't know if you guys and girls get the same thing that I get. You may think differently to me. But narcissism and people... Imagine having a conversation with somebody. Then with the conversation you express your feelings and your opinions. Then all of a sudden they say to you, well, you couldn't be bothered to help me, I wouldn't help you either. Like trying to provoke you, trying to get a reaction out of you. I'm sure you guys and girls, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, have had it from your friends and your family, things like that. If they don't give you the right tools for the garden, how are you supposed to cut the grass in the garden and pull the things up in the garden? That's why I use them spinning disc things. Imagine if someone asked you to do a job in the garden and they start being awkward with you and funny with you and start being a narcissist, trying to provoke a reaction. Do you guys and girls, ladies, don't get that from your family? And then they start making you feel bad inside that you've done something bad yourself when you haven't. Just because they want to do something and then they ask you to do it and then they get angry and arsy about it when you do help them with the problem. And then they decide to just turn on you and be horrible. And you think to yourself and wonder yourself, why in your head are they talking to me like this when I've done nothing wrong? All I've tried to be is helpful and respectful. And your blood boils inside and then you get very angry and mad and frustrated. Do you get that, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? If you like want to punch somebody or hit somebody. And sometimes you've got to restrain yourself and say, no, there's another way to this. That's what they want. They do it on purpose. They belittle you, they drag you down, they put you down on purpose. Just to their satisfaction because they get a high and they get a kick out of it. Doesn't make it right, does it? But they don't care, do they? They want to just keep upsetting you and upsetting you and upsetting you. But it's alright for them to upset you, but when you say something to them, they can't handle it, they don't like it and change it around and think you're doing something when you shouldn't be doing. It's like they don't want to help you. They always seem to want you to fail your family. They never ask for the best for you. They never congratulate you. Some families are probably different. They just want you to be as miserable as anything. And you try and be happy and smileful and cheerful and try and help them. They don't want to know. It's a funny trend, isn't it, really? That they seem to think that they're pulling the wool over your eyes and you don't seem to think that, yeah. I've got like a daddy longlegs in the house. I don't know if you can see it. You probably see it in the camera, probably flying around somewhere. Obviously it wants to get outside. I probably will let it outside eventually. It's probably gone behind the bed or something, I think. It's always good to help an animal to get outside. I know it's only a spider, but people are different. Probably scared of being in the house, even though I need to put it outside. But it's hard to see where the daddy longlegs is gone, the spider, because they keep moving. Apart from me getting angry in my thoughts and emotions, and people wonder why people get annoyed with other people. The thing my family member said to me, you need a check in reality sometimes. When they deliberately just make arguments with you and shout at you because they think you're stupid and you're not stupid. You just like to do things your own way. And they can't seem to understand that, so they take offence to you and turn things on you. Because you're trying to be yourself, you're trying to be happy. And they think you're doing things in a strange way. I mean, if I acted like my own company and do things my way, what's the problem? And then they moan at you, oh, years ago you should have got yourself a girlfriend and should have said more things and this stuff. Funny enough, they're telling you all these things, even though they've probably had girlfriends and whatever else, boyfriends in their time, and they're saying things to me like that. Have you had this before? And they just want to be as upsetting as they can, be as disrespectful as they can, just throw things at you on purpose to upset you. That's what they do. Your family. But it's a saying, you can't pick your friends or your family. I'm sure I can get some better friends that understand me. They want to drag you down because their life's shit themselves. And they can't cope with things in life. We all struggle. It doesn't make it right for them to upset you and put you down. All you're doing is trying to help them. But their life's that rubbish, they want to upset you as well. Not right, is it? Really isn't right. And what do? You just keep ignoring it or don't rise to the bait? Or do you argue back with them? Twisting and turning things is what they do. They expect to have a conversation with you. You have a conversation with them. Why do they bring up things? Then you try and answer the things that they bring up. Then they turn it on you and say, can you change the subject, please? It's like you fucking brought it up the first time, and I'm trying to answer the question. They try and dodge a question and don't answer it. It's what they do. Let fools make fools of themselves, is what I say. So yeah, that's the saying and that's the meaning. They want to act like a fool. Go ahead. But let me tell you something. You won't like what's coming from me if you carry it on. So, there's only so much you can take with this anger, abuse. People that are just wind you up for the sake of winding up as they can. They don't know how to have conversations or answer your questions. But funny enough, when they speak to their friends, they can have conversations and have answers and talk to them normally, can't they? So when it's with you, they like to target you, bully you, harass you, thinking you're stupid and you're not worth it, which you are. People are worth it. And all those type of people out there that say you're not worth it, you are. They've got their own head full of their own ass, that their life's that bad. And they want to upset everyone else. Keep on going, keep pushing it, know what you think. That's what I do. So it's good to help people, but they just don't care. They think upsetting you is a great thing. But it isn't. When the tables turn and people retaliate, it's not a good thing. There's only two ways about it. People are going to get hurt, or people just won't speak to you anymore. So I'm not fussed. I'm not bothered. It is what it is. So let them do what they do. Messing up things, being stupid, talking to people that don't think they're going to be listening to them. And for example, I have a granddad I talk to. He helps me. For example, when he feels like he wants to have a go at me, he has a go at me. Same my uncle. My dad doesn't want to know. My sisters don't want to know me very well. But it doesn't matter. I've got my life. They got their life. But my perhaps my granddad wonders why. That's my dad won't speak to him because the way he speaks to people. It's funny that, isn't it? And he still doesn't know why today my dad doesn't want to talk to him. Well, if you stop playing mind games, Grandad, with my dad, then he'd talk to you. So yeah, that's what you do. You do it with me. You do it with everybody else. You do it with Grandma. Thinking you know best all the time. You may have been around longer, but fair enough. You think you know best all the time. Your way, always your way. No one else's way. Then when people try and help you, you don't want to know. That's what drugs and pills do to you. Self-centered, heartless. He is. I'm going to tell you that. But you're probably been in for the same situation as me. Guys and girls, ladies and boys and girls, with your friends and your family. But it is. That's what he's trying to do to me. Change the subject. Change the subject. Then why bring it up in the fucking first place then? You know why people get annoyed and angry? He decided to bring up the subject. I tried to answer it. He didn't want to know. So it's like he deliberately makes an argument and makes a scene about anything. But tell me what you think about this, guys, girls, ladies. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you ever get this with your friends and family? You know, all you're trying to do is be helpful and be respectful. There's nothing wrong with that. Most people are helpful and respectful. You get people that just don't want to know. Anyway, thank you for all joining me. Take it easy. See you next one. Peace.